everybody, this is a friend Gaurav here, and this video is brought to you by usebooksfactory.com, an online e-commerce marketplace to serve pre-owned second-hand books at best quality and price delivered at your doorstep. So just a few days back, I was exploring the internet and just came across a site that was shipping these all kinds of surprise boxes. As I went in depth, I came to know that these boxes consists of a number of books which we won't be allowed to know about in the first place. So being a book collector myself, as you all know, I went for it, placed an order, and within a few days I got the package. And in this video I'm going to show the books I received and some little extra things as well, which I found it to be really sweet of Used Books Factory. So without any further ado, let's dive into it. And before we do, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up icon if you like the video so far, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, it really helps. So the very first book that I received from the surprise box is called A Tiny Bit Marvellous by Dawn French, and as you can see, it has got a beautiful cover, with a little dog drawn on it. This is the biggest of all the books that I received in the box. So yeah, really looking forward to have a read of this. So let's keep it aside. The next book we have is Captain Corelli's Mandolin, and as you can see, it looks like a love story. I don't know. All I can do is read the reviews of all the people who have reviewed the book so far. A true diamond of a novel glinting with comedy and tragedy. This was reviewed by the Daily Mail. Let me tell you one thing, a really cool thing that you can do while ordering the books from Used Books Factory. Before placing an order, you have an option to tell them the books that you already have, so that if they send you a book that you already own, you won't get disappointed. So yeah, that is a pretty cool option that they have available in their sites. So yeah, please do go for it. The next book we have is James Patterson, The Big Bad Wolf, and I have heard so much of this book. It's pretty famous and it is a well-renowned book, and I'm really looking forward to have a read of this. And yeah, the cover looks so great, the cover looks so interesting, the cover looks so mysterious, and I love mysterious books. Moving on to the next one. The next book we have East of the Sun by Julia Gregson, and it has a beautiful peacock drawn on it. The very first thing that I loved about this book when I saw it for the first time is how colorful this book is. And as you can see, the pages are a bit yellowish, which gives all these books a vintage feel. Yeah, and I love vintage books, I love used books. Yeah, there is a thing about new books, they are fresh and they have a fresh kind of smell and all that. But when it comes to second-hand books, it always interests me because before I owned this book, somebody else was reading this book. And like each and every book I have received from the box, they had an ex-owner before I owned them. So yeah, that seems creepy, but yeah, it's interesting to me. So yeah, moving on. So the next book we have is by Sophie Mackenzie. The book is called Blood Ties, and yeah, this is also a pretty famous book, and I'm really looking forward to have a read of this because this also looks pretty mysterious and pretty interesting. The next we have in the list is Underworld by Kathy McPhail, and yeah, this is also a mystery-driven book, and I don't know what all these books will be about. I don't know anything about them. And that is what's good about these things, like when you receive something you don't know anything about, and your mind goes like, oh my god, I've received this. What will happen next? Am I going to like the story or not? And if yes, then voila. The next book we have is Left Bank by Kate Muir, and it has one of the most simplest and one of the most beautiful covers I've ever seen. It has a Eiffel Tower drawn on it with a pinkish color, and this book looks so sweet and really beautiful. The next book we have is William Boyd's Ordinary Thunderstorms, and this also looks like a thriller, and the cover of this book reminded me of some James Bond movie when I saw it for the first time. So yeah, it looks pretty interesting. The next book we have is Santa Montefiore's The Gypsy Madonna. And yeah, the cover of this book is also very beautiful. As you can see, it has a pretty garden and a pretty lady standing, and it also got a beautiful house, a very serene and environmental kind of cover, so really beautiful. And the last and 10th book that I received from the surprise box is A Dangerous Fortune by Ken Follett. This is also a thriller, and yes, as I said earlier, I don't know anything about any of the books, and this is the most interesting part that I love. Speaking of surprise box, these 10 books are not the only thing that I received from Used Books Factory when they sent it to me. Let me show you. Look at this, guys. They have sent me so many bookmarks. It's just so beautiful. We have bookmarks like from the Game of Thrones, Be Mine, Friends, Money Heist, Spider-Man, and yeah, Harry Potter as well. It's really so sweet of them. I've also received this pretty keychain that says, "So many books, so little time," which is pretty true for readers like me, you know. I don't get so much time because I have so many other stuffs to do, and we all have some other stuffs to do apart from reading. So yeah. And I've also received a pin badge that I've fixed upon one of my posters out there. I don't know if you can see it or not. It is a pretty badge, and it also says "so many books, so little time," just like this keychain does. So yeah. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked my set of books that I received from Used Books Factory's surprise box. You can order these surprise boxes that vary from range from 999 rupees to 1500, 2000, and I think the list goes on and on. And I'll also include a link down in the description through which you can go to this site and order some awesome books and some awesome surprise boxes that will blow your mind. So that's it for today, and a huge shout out to Used Books Factory for allowing me to make this video. You guys are awesome, and yeah, I'm looking forward to order more books from your sites. And yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Goodbye.